are here today to do some assessments, continue our assessments, and we are also brought some supplies. We understand that there are mothers here and children here, so we have brought some additional supplies. We will be coming back tomorrow again because our intervention is ongoing. As the needs be, we intervene and help with your immediate needs. Because we understand the situation. Ensure that everybody is still eating, having somewhere to lay ahead. You understand me? Exactly, you're supplying the toiletries, the water to make sure you stay going. As you know, our ministry is the rapid, they call us the rapid response ministry. The rapid response ministry. You know, so we are here to carry out that assessment, and we thank you for having us. Thank you for having us, you know. So, as part of the responsibility of government, we have to respond and as best as possible ease the burden and the stress.
So Andrew owners have responded to the Cooper's Bend situation, and I'm going to play it for you to hear. But for some of you, you're going to criticize, and I'm going to read the comments as I usually do to see the responses, because I can almost predict what some people or how some people will respond. Because the people them who love the nice and want something that is emotional, even if it's not true, the Prime Minister did not deliver that. He delivered a very thoughtful message that, I put it this way, is for mature audience. It's for people who think about consequences and think about the long-term implications and how it will affect Jamaica, and people who are desperately in search of land. But a big part of it is that he's a warning persons about the whole situation of squatting.
The incident is quite concerning, and many of the images that we have seen are disturbing. My heart goes out to the families who have been dislocated. I see a particular image of a newborn and the mother being displaced. These are the tragedies, and it is one thing that history does is to repeat itself. Right. And I am committed to ensure that our history is not repeated. No more. Which is why I am unequivocal and very clear in not endorsing squatting and the illegal occupation of land. I do intend to address the specific matter when I have the full details of the matter. The matter is quite complex, and it involves court rulings for which I need to be properly advised on those court rulings before I speak. Right. I do intend to, however, address the matter. As soon as the matter occurred and it was brought to my attention, I had no prior knowledge of it. None of our ministers, certainly not the member of parliament. I got a call very early in the morning, quite surprised. And immediately we mobilized resources from ODPEM and the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to assist, because technically it was a disaster. And we have been able to respond in the humanitarian crisis that has been created. There is a longer term response that is necessary. So whatever the government does, it has to address the issue of informality, and we can't be too much about it. We have to speak straight about it. Squatting is wrong. Informal settlement is not encouraged. But yes, every single Jamaican should have equal opportunity to get access to land and housing. We will have to find ways to support those families who are impacted. But whatever our response is, we have to be careful that we don't set a precedence that is not sustainable. Because whatever we do now, everybody's going to expect that it is done going forward. So, which is why we are being very careful in preparing a response that is sustainable. And it will be corrected. In the same way we have developed this program, which every week I'm delivering a house to someone who is in need. It is the same way that we will develop a program to address squatter communities, irregularly settled communities, formalize them, regularize them, and prevent further squatting and informal settlement.
For me, it was a very thoughtful message, but for persons who are in desperate need right now, it didn't bring the type of relief, the instantaneous relief that, oh yes, something is going to happen for us. And that is a problem with Andrew Holness, you know. Andrew Holness is not the type of person who are going to jump on stage and say, if we win the election, we are going to build 5,000 houses on a swampland in Portland and get the yay. And he's not that type of person. So some people mistake the fact that a lot of time, you know, high energy and the excitement, even though foolishness and what he's saying will not work. He's very thoughtful, and because of that, people perceive him as being cold, but it's substance over hype. And I hope that persons will hear the most important part of the message, which is that help will be given, but it cannot be done wantonly, and it cannot be done in such a manner that other persons decide that, okay, the Prime Minister did something like that for Cooper's Pen residents, so we are going to demand the same kind of relief and have the same expectation from the Prime Minister, because if he do that for them people there, he must do it for us as well. That is the dangerous kind of thinking that is affecting Jamaica. And so, as the Prime Minister rightly said, he has to be very thoughtful, very tactical, very surgical in terms of how he proceeds forward with the intent of helping the citizens while breaking the back once and for all of squatting in Jamaica. It's not tenable, and it's not to be encouraged, as he said. And moving forward, a new way, a new path must be found. And the citizens of Jamaica need to cooperate, because Cooper's Pen is a tragic example of what will happen when you take possession of other people's property. It will be torn down, and it's not every instance government will be able to intervene and act on your behalf to replace your damaged property. That's not the job of government. In the event of hurricane, fires, earthquakes, yes, that's when the government is supposed to step in. But if you take away people's property and get your house teared down, that is not the responsibility of the government. But the government is doing a humanitarian task and helping the people who were affected by the demolition exercise. Jamaica, let's do things the right and proper way, while we urge the government to find a way to fast track land acquisition so more and more Jamaicans can own a little bit of the rock.